You don't want to use that word.
No.
So I'm going to take that back.
The CC.
Join 3 longtime friends who love to chat it up and have a passion for connecting women in friendship and doing life together. In a world that has disconnected from one another, we're bringing back the chat. If you would, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell here on YouTube. We'd love for you to join the chat and help us grow this channel so we can connect with more women. All right, here's today's chat.
Welcome back, friends. We're so glad you're here with us. We're on our final day of our 3-part series on friendships.
Made it.
And today we're talking about friendship failures. And the best way to love others is with open hands. And we love because Christ first loved us.
Yes.
Have you guys ever had a friendship failure?
Yes.
Oh.
I think probably everybody, if they think hard enough, yeah, that didn't go well. Or that didn't end well.
Mm-hmm.
There was a gal, our kids were very little, and there was some kind of a I don't even remember all the details. It was this communication broke down completely, and it was a she said type thing, and I could never get to the bottom of it really or solve it. And then I moved away, and lo and behold, I come back. She and I met, had a 4-hour discussion.
Was this you and I?
No.
Oh.
No. It sounds a similar situation, but no. No. And wow, it was like a real kind of an eye-opener because we had both been going through like similar waters.
Oh.
And it kind of gave us, I think, both a better understanding, maybe even going way back to that. And I don't remember if we really discussed that. But it came back around. We had a great meeting, and I haven't really talked to her much since, but it was kind of a good way to just kind of circle back around.
Good.
Yeah.
So that wasn't really a failure after all.
No,
No.
I guess not. I mean,
You took the time to work it out.
yeah,
to talk through it.
when I moved back, I wanted to get together with her.
I would say, I hate to call it a failure because that sounds so permanent. I would probably call it a
Regret?
Yes, a regret in my life. So when I was a mother of toddlers, I was new to a community, and I met a lady at a newcomers club, and we instantly hit it off. Our kids were the same age, and we both needed friends, and so it was really nice. We signed up for a couple of the outside, card club, play groups and stuff like that, and we got to know each other. We really liked each other, and for probably 3 years, we were kind of inseparable. We traded babysitting. We went on some trips together. We had husbands out together. I invited her to my church. She started coming to my church.
She used to make the best coconut shrimp.
I know.
You remember that?
Yes. Oh, she gave me a lot of
That was
recipes.
good.
A lot of recipes. But then her husband got transferred, and they left. And so for a couple years, we did keep in touch that way. And she came back once and visited. And then I met her somewhere and we visited. But she was an extravagant gift giver, and just showered me with very expensive gifts. And I didn't really know how to pay that back. I mean, it wasn't really in me to buy expensive stuff like that. And so I always felt a little bit insecure. And so when she left, we just kind of parted ways, and all of that depth is gone. And I don't know where she is now. I've never looked on social media, but I've never been able to find her. I'm not on there that much. But anyway, so that's a regret that I had, because we had some really close times.
Those are really hard
Yeah.
when you go through something like that, because you always kind of wonder in the back of your head, what happened to her?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hard to reconnect sometimes. Well, what do you do when you have had a failure like that? How do you move past it?
Well, I think I always look inwardly and go, okay, what did I do? Or did I do something? Because one of my really good friends out in Arizona, mentioned her in part 1. When my husband and I got married, we got married out there, and then we were moving back. Well, I was leaving my college-age daughter. She lived in an apartment on her own. My son and his wife, they were fairly newly married. And then my parents, and I was packing up a house, and it was like all of this kind of overwhelming stuff. My daughter was really struggling, and my really, really good friend, I didn't take the time, and she's like a sister, and this was here really bad in my part. I didn't take the time to go physically say, goodbye. I gotta go. This is, goodbye. And we had a moving truck coming. I mean, it was just chaotic. And I know that devastated her.
Yeah,
Sure.
But
I'm sure
it was like, I don't know if I could have like met that,
Yes.
So sometimes you just mess up like that, and then you have to just go back. And, and then I realized how hurt she was. And again, like, sometimes you're the one moving away. You don't realize
what you're
the
leaving.
people they're leaving behind. Not that you don't feel it, but you're just trying to adapt to where you're going.
Yeah.
I think that's part of it, though. You really have to grieve kind of what's hurt or what you did to hurt, and then you have to ask God for your part in that.
Yes.
Right.
And then we talked it out and everything, and we're all good and everything. But that's
It is hard. So you could call them failures, you could call them regrets, but I do think it's very important that you look into your soul and say, what part of that was mine, and where have I grown from that?
Right.
It's been 20, 25 years. Am I
Forgive
still the same person?
yourself.
Yes.
And
Forgive yourself
her.
and forgive her. Yes.
And then I think you have to just, once you've forgiven, you have to let go.
Yes.
You have to let it go and sweep your side of the street and just move on.
Yeah.
Sometimes things just don't work out the way that we want them
Exactly.
to. And then finally, I think you just have to bless that person. Boy, there is nothing better than when you can turn a hurt into a blessing. And
Even
say,
if they don't acknowledge it.
Right.
Yeah.
I bless you. I remember our good times, and just move on from that.
Excellent. Yeah.
So what's the takeaway from that? I mean, here we talked about all that stuff, but really the bottom line is what?
love one another. Hold loosely to those feelings and emotions.
Yeah.
Don't be so easily offended. I think those are women.
We have to love with open hands, knowing that we may not receive everything back.
Right.
That we're,
Women are really good at holding on to things.
Yes.
Men, they'll get in an argument, deck each other, and then go out for lunch.
Yeah.
And it's all good. They're having a good time. Women,
we think and love deeply.
yes.
Well, next time
Yes.
we are going to do some fun,
Q&A.
just popcorn topics. And just take a little break on all of this heavy stuff. Kind of have some laughter. So have a great week. We'll see you next time.